Hey guys, it's Rush. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. This video today, I'm going to show you how to avoid getting perfect parried when you knock the opponent down. So if you don't know this, with parry, you will only score a perfect parry if the parry connects with a strike on frame 1 and frame 2 of the parry attempt. If you parry an attack on the third frame onwards of the actual active frames of the parry, you will not score a perfect parry. So what people are banking on when they do wake up parry is that you do a frame 1 or frame 2 meaty. So I'm going to use a particular knockdown in this example to explain how this works. So I'm going to do target combo into run tatsu and then 2 forward dashes. That leaves me +5. So the dummy is going to do a jab on wake up, a 4-frame jab. I'm going to use the same knockdown, do a stand jab, and my stand jab beats their wake up 4-frame jab. The reason for that is because they do not have the frame advantage to press a button there. My button hits them on frame 1 of their recovery from the knockdown. The only option they have there is to block. They can DP or parry. So the dummy is now going to do a wake up parry, so an immediate parry on knockdown. Let's go for the same knockdown. You see they now get a perfect parry, and the reason for that is because this jab is connecting on frame 1 of their wake up and frame 1 of the parry. So I'm now going to do a forward dash crouch meaning kick. The reason for this is I'm going to show you what happens if my meaty connects on the second active frame. So don't worry about the maths, but just know my crouch and meaning kick still hits meaty, but meaty frame 2 of their wake up / parry. And you can see it gets perfect parried. That's because frame 1 and frame 2 allow them to do this. So the question is, what do you do to blow up this situation? The easiest option is just to do meaty throw. Meaty throw will beat parry wherever it's used. That's the counter play for parry. But there is another counter option you can use. It doesn't outright beat parry, but it will stop perfect parry. And that's to do a frame 3 meaty. So the question is, in a knockdown situation, how do you stop getting perfect parried? Well, the easy solution is just to do a meaty throw. That will blow up parry attempts on wake up. But the other option is to use a meaty that connects on the third active frame of parry. This obviously implies that they're doing wake up parry in this scenario with the frame advantage I've got in this actual knockdown situation. But if you do a frame 3 attack, a frame 3 meaty, and they do wake up parry, it will not perfect parry. Now I did forward dash crouch heavy punch, and that is a frame 3 meaty. So if they do wake up jab, it will still lose because their jab will not connect in time. My crouch heavy punch is active on frame 3. Their jab takes 4 frames to come out. So I still beat the wake up button option, but I also stop the wake up parry into perfect parry option as well. So that is I wouldn't say counterplay, but that's a way to avoid that scenario. So you have to do the maths to figure out how to set up your frame 3 active frame meaty situation. Of course, they could delay the parry on wake up by a frame or 2, and that would make the frame 3 meaty get perfect parry then. So there are layers to this. I mean, that is a hard call out if they do that. So this is an interesting situation. I did stand medium punch with Ken, which is -2, and I did an immediate parry after the recovery of the attack. The dummy Ken did a stand jab. What happened in this situation is the stand jab connected with my parry attempt on frame 2 of the parry. So frame 2, as you know, now will grant a perfect parry. So these situations where people are minus and press parry, particularly -2 and -3, can be risky in terms of them mashing parry after it. You take your turn because the maths make sense, but you get punished because they do parry in the -3, -2 scenario. So like the meaty situation where you're using a frame 3 meaty attack, you want to do the same thing here in a -2 situation. Being -2, you want to use a 5-frame startup move, which will mean it will not get blown up by an immediate parry from -2. With -3, so if they do -3 on block into parry straight away, you want to use a 6-frame button. The reason why you use a 5-frame for -2 and a 6 frame for -3 is it stops them from pressing buttons from the minus situation, but it also stops you from getting perfect parried. So the Ken now is set to do stand light kick, which is a 5 frame button. If I do stand medium punch into immediate parry, there is no perfect parry here with the immediate parry response. And as I mentioned, if I try and steal a turn, you can see I'm not getting a stand jab here. I'm pressing stand jab and the stand light kick is counter hitting the stand jab. So it covers that scenario. You don't get perfect parried and they can't steal turns in that scenario. So that's it for this video. It's nothing really new. This is quite commonly known at a higher level of the game, but I've not covered it on the channel and I think it's something that I should share. Something that I should be conscious of with my meaty setups as well, I feel, moving forward. So some very good tech. It's very good to know this. Any questions, any queries, always give me a shout and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.